as we are ready to go here today. Roane County and Grafton in pool number 1 to begin today. And if you look at some of the rosters here, the first couple of weight classes, Roane County will have forfeits. Grafton without a 106 and 113 wrestler. Roane County will have some more forfeits here today. And because Roane County has a full roster to begin the season, that's something that is very, very rare, Matt, these days in wrestling in small schools in West Virginia, having a full roster at all the weight classes. We'll talk about some of the new classes coming up as we progress here, but just a very good opportunity here today for Roane County to get off to a good start.
Yeah, you want to try to pick up some points off of those forfeit victories. You know, the last few years, you know, Roane County has historically been an extremely good wrestling program, and it kind of fell off there for a few years, although it was just a lack of interest from some of the kids. But, you know, a couple years ago we finished with, I believe it was only 5 guys on a roster and only 1 even qualified for states. That was Sam Richards. I believe that was his sophomore year, I believe, that he qualified.
This year Roane County has 3 returners, and it will start right here at 120. So Roane County already up in the team score, 12-0 with a pair of forfeits to begin. Tyson Penna on the mat right now.
Third-year guy at the high school program. He's been wrestling since he was, about 4 years old?
Quite a long time indeed. And it was a quick one as he'll take care of Mack from Williamstown. So again, you've got Grafton with a bunch of guys missing, and so you're going to see some fill-ins during that one. So Tyson Penna, a very quick pin to begin the actual wrestling. So Roane County gets started quickly, and the Raiders up quickly, 18-0 in the team score versus Grafton. Roane County will not wrestle in the next round, and then after the break they will wrestle in round 3. Another at 126, Chase Beckner for Roane County, facing off against another Williamstown wrestler and Sandy. Quick single leg takedown, 2 called by the official.
Just a good hard shoot, aggressive. Good to be aggressive here early in a match.
Beckner looking for wrist control. Very active on top right now.
Oh, that's what you want to see, just continue to work.
Staying heavy on the hips. And official will call, I believe, a stalemate.
Yeah, lots of movement on the top, but I don't think Beckner was really able to do much with it, so Beckner will take top.
Beckner leading here in period number 1, 2-0. Those wrestlers that Coach Wayne Jarvis expects a lot more from this year. He's got tremendous strength, looking to run the half. He's got those toes dug in. Now he's got the back points, and he has got the pin. And immediately Roane County goes up 24-0. So a pair of forfeits to begin, and then a pair of pins, one by Tyson Penn at 120, followed by Chase Beckner at 126.
That's off to a good start. You want to get out to a good early lead. You know you've got a little cushion with some of these forfeit victories, but you certainly don't want to just rest on that. Good job in that last match. Beckner, big step through over, was able to.
Gonna get another forfeit here at 132. Lance for Roane County, a new wrestler, as Grafton does not have any to fill the spot. So 30-0 quickly for Roane County. Again, there are forfeits coming for Grafton at 106, 113, 132, 144, and heavyweight. And up next, it will still not be a Grafton wrestler. We're going to have Gabe Deaver against Nelson from Calhoun County at 138. Wrestling on 4 separate mats here today.
I was going to say lots of good action over there on mat 1. It's a good one over there between Lewis and Braxton County.
And we'll try to cover some of these extra matches as we go. We're Roane County focused here on our YouTube live stream on WVRC.
when we have breaks in the action, we will show you some video of some of these other matches going on.
The sport of wrestling is a lot of hurry up and wait.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. I'm not a wrestling guy, never have been. I'm just filling in here today for John because he's been a little under the weather. Wasn't able to get the voice back enough to jump on the air, but yeah, it makes for an exciting couple minutes at a time.
Yeah.
It's some of the most exciting couple minutes over an 8-hour day that you'll see.
One thing that's difficult is when you have a team like Grafton that really doesn't have a lot of wrestlers, they're just piecing people together. It's oftentimes the kids who are filling in aren't quite sure where they're supposed to be, what mat they're on. So Calhoun County right now is on mat 2, and their JV wrestler wasn't sure where he was supposed to be. So we've got Gabe Deeber coming out, and I guess Calhoun said, nope, not going to do it. So another forfeit for Roane County, and they are up quickly and big. 36-0 in the team score. Boy, buddy, Holbert has nothing to do right now, so we'll be just sitting there waiting for actual matches to take place. Another one going for Roane County. Bub Cantley at 144. Again, these are where the weight classes shift. 106 through 138 is the same as it has been in the past. But from there, it now goes to 144, 150, 157. We still have a 165, 175 now, 190, 215, and 285. And Roane County up in the team score 42-0. So a very quick lead.
And the reason that they added all those extra classes and made them a smaller gap in between health and safety concerns, obviously, because a lot of wrestlers have to do a lot of extreme weight cutting to try to make it to a lower weight class where they'll have a better advantage. And you just want to make sure that everybody's doing the right thing and keeping their body right.
Looks like we will finally have a match as Bradley Mace at 150. Late to the game here in wrestling season. He has wrestled at the youth level and at the middle school level over at Walton Elementary Middle School, and he's back as a sophomore. Back in wrestling, he'll face off against a Ravenswood wrestler in C. Sook would be his name. Mace has really transformed, by the way, his body. He came in as a freshman about 115 pounds in football season, and he is up to 150, and he is quite strong.
Yeah, he's really filled out his frame. He's got some height on him, too, some length. Keep working at it. Make for a really good wrestler. He's trying to get the back points, trying to get the roll.
Got the quick takedown. He's hopping over left to right, back to the left side on the hips. Still trying to battle. Now he's got back points. All he's got to do is get the arm wrapped under. Gets his body over, sinks heavy on chest to chest. Sook trying his best to avoid it. Great job by Sook, but 3 back points coming for Roane County. Mace.
Yeah, good job there to escape danger. That was very nearly a pin.
Mace using pure strength right now. Trying to wiggle that hand in, get a little wrist control. And there's the half. Now Sook peels off the hand. Mace working very hard right now. He's got the half in on the left side now. Looking for more back points, trying to settle in. Jumps over, now he's got chest to chest. Got to lift that head. If you can get your head up, get your arm underneath. Well, Sook again able to avoid the pin, but that's 3 more for Mace. I'll make it 8-0 here in the first period.
Yeah, just racking up the points. Great, has held control of this one throughout. Just not quite able to finish it off. Give a lot of credit to Sook for really battling and trying to stay alive.
2 counts on the turn that time. No points on the back. Still 8-0. Period number 1 in favor of Bradley Mace. 18 seconds left in the first period. We have a big day here today. We have the Hall of Fame induction ceremony coming at one of the breaks. Normally done in football season, but Roane County decided to switch it up. We'll talk about the inductees coming. A lot of recent names for Roane County and some older ones. Short time for Mace in the first. 5 seconds left. Mace just controlling from the top. Looking to try to pull a cradle in right at the end, and time will run out. And it will be Mace leading 8-0 after one.
Yeah, he did just such a good job once he got control early and was able to keep the back for the majority of that whole first period, racking up points, getting those near pinfalls.
Sook deferring in period number 2, so Mace will choose bottom position, leading 8-0. Quick to his feet again. Got to break that wrist control.
Good balance there to avoid the takedown.
And he's got points anyway coming for the illegal hold. Mace able to reverse. And he'll get the 2, add 1 to it. So 3 total for Bradley Mace. 2 for the reversal and 1 for the illegal hold. Mace 4 points away from a tech fall here. Roane County leading 42-0 in the first round here of pool action. Roane County in pool number 1. Mace looking for a tilt now. He's got 3, so he'll have 2 back points. That's 13. There they are. And Mace is just 1 more turn, 3 more seconds away from a tech fall opportunity. Nice way to start his high school career.
Well, that's good to just get out here and get some mat work against a opposing team's opponent. I mean, there's only so much you can do at practice. It's good to get out here and get some real live action.
Well, Mace has got the tech fall here, Matt. It's just, will he get a pin instead? Still in the same position.
He's got
difference between 5 and 6 points.
He's got the back points easily.
He's got a lift on the head right now.
He's got the head.
And Mace looks like he's going to get the pin for a second. No, Sook doing a great job, and there it is. So once the position is changed, Bradley Mace with the tech fall victory. 16-0 for Roane County. Big victory for Mace in his first high school wrestling tournament. 47-0 Roane County here. And we are yet to see, by the way, a Grafton wrestler. This will be the first opportunity at 157. Roane County actually does not have a 157, so this will be Williamstown versus Grafton. And as best I can read the bout sheet given to me, it's like L. Borkowski from Williamstown and Horn from Grafton. And I believe Horn, if I look down my list, Seth Horn is a qualifier from last year's state tournament. So Grafton here at 157 with a state qualifier. Nice move from Borkowski to begin, though. Got in on the ankle pick. Now, Horn reversing. Horn able to get the takedown for 2.
Horn doing a nice job trying to control the hands.
Roane County in pool number 1 featuring Braxton County, Lewis County, Grafton, Roane County, and the JV All-Stars. In pool number 2, it's the All-Star number 2 team, Poca, Calhoun County, Ravenswood, and Williamstown. And Braxton County in the early polls this season, expected to be in the top 6 of Class AA. They bring back a lot of talent, a lot of returners from last year's tremendous team. They bring back 7 qualifiers from the state tournament last year, including Blaine Jarvis finishing 3rd, Jackson Davis 5th, Bryce Legan finishing 5th as well. Again for Grafton, Horn and Jeremiah Mitchell, who is right behind Horn at 165. Both of those 2 qualifiers last year. Williamstown brings back 5 qualifiers from last year's state tournament. They're in the top 10 in the Class Single A polls. Horn just working top control right now. Short time. 3-2-1, and we're into the second period. Horn leading 2-0.
Not able to score a ton of points, but really had a lot of control in that. Give the Williamstown guy a lot of credit. He battled against a state qualifier.
Again, Roane County will not be wrestling in the second round. So once this full round of duels goes through, obviously there'll be some teams who have fuller rosters. There'll be some matches between teams that will be maybe a little more intense, a little closer, might last a little longer. Right now for Roane County, just a very quick, big lead. So Roane County's going to win this first duel. They'll be 1-0 in pool action. And then after the break at 12:30, and again, this is all just, it just depends on when these things go through. 12:30 may not end up being the actual break time.
Estimated times.
Definitely estimated. Roane County and Lewis County will be in action on mat number 1. What you're looking at is mat 3. To the left of it is 4, and then to the right of that 2 and 1. Horn now with some back points here to start period 2. Borkowski fighting off a potential pin. 3 back points ready to be awarded. And Horn gets the 3. Borkowski was reaching for that leg, couldn't get it. Oh. Horn working in on a cradle. I'll give Borkowski credit here, man. He's really battling hard from that bottom position.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's been at a bit of a disadvantage throughout this entire match, but doing an excellent job of just keeping the battle. He's not giving up the pin just yet.
Strength move, though, by Horn.
Yeah.
And he will get the pin. So the first points of the match put up with a pin. Roane County officially leading 47-6. Actually, that's unofficial because got to have 2 wrestlers from the same team to get points. So Roane County will have a wrestler here at 165, Luke Watson. And again, he'll face off against Jeremiah Mitchell, state qualifier from last year. Watson, who wrestled so well in regional action, just barely missing out on a trip last year to the state tournament in Huntington. Watson so compact as a wrestler. Very strong.
Yeah, he's just got leverage. He's low to the ground, compact, like you said. And you got to think this guy from Grafton is trying to keep Luke at a arm's reach at all times, because if Luke gets in on him, he can really do some damage.
Yeah, oftentimes at 165 where Luke is, it's very difficult for him because he gives up that height and that length advantage just about every single match. So he has to use his quickness and strength a good bit. And again, if he gets aggressive, you'll see it. You'll see a difference in how he wrestles when he wrestles aggressively. He'll feint a shot. Headlock control right now for Mitchell. Watson trying to peel that off. Another half shot by Watson. Minute going by in this first period. 165-pound weight class, Roane County and Grafton in first round action. Pool number 1 at the Garry Bender Invitational. Now Watson digging in on a double. Watson's got to get out of that headlock first. Great move. He pulled guard there and rolled Mitchell out of bounds. Very good action here in this first period, even with no scoring. 30 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, both of them spending a lot of time trying to battle over head control. You know, Watson's trying to shoot in. He's almost got the single.
He tried to duck under there. He's got the leg now. He's just got to be able to lift. Now he'll transition into the double. He's got his head right through, and that's going to be a stalemate. Good defensive position by Mitchell to keep Watson away from that. Again, Luke's so strong. If he can pull those legs in just a little bit, he can lift, and he can bring Mitchell off of the ground, in fact. No score after one. Watson will choose down to begin period number 2, looking for an escape quickly.
Yeah, it's not a bad strategy. Match that's been so close. If he can get this escape, break that arm control.
And he's going to get the point anyway. Official calling an illegal hold, and Watson will get the 1. So a better opportunity now. Watson with 1 point and a chance for another with an escape, and he could take a 2-0 lead. Watson basing up, grabs the leg. And job by Mitchell. He felt that. Immediately mule kicked out of it. Still with top control is Mitchell. We're at 165. We'll see another Watson at 175. Half run here by Mitchell. Watson trying to peel the hand. Grabs for that leg. See if he can pull it in. He's got better position now. If he can get that head up out, he's got an opportunity. He'll roll out of it, and he's rolled himself into a tough position. Back away, though. 2 points coming, though, for Mitchell. And Mitchell will take the lead 2-1. Didn't mind the idea by Watson trying to use momentum to get him out of that position.
Yeah, he went for that again and was able to better his position on that bottom.
Watson to his feet, trying to peel that control. Couldn't do it. Mitchell returns him to the mat. Trying to find the scoreboard down below us. Very difficult to see. 35 seconds left in the period. Mitchell's got a half pretty deep again. Watson trying to scoot out. Here's more back points, and this is not a good position for Luke. And Luke is going to fall to a pin. Mitchell a couple times had that half in, and Watson could not break it the second time.
Yeah, nice battle, though. He had found himself in a couple of really tough spots. Was able to wiggle his way out. Just wasn't able to take enough advantage of it, but nice hard-fought match there from Luke.
So we'll see his younger brother in Lane Watson, and you want to talk about a guy who's changed his body. Lane Watson last year was a starter at 145 pounds. He is wrestling 175 this year. He has grown so much in the last year. Height-wise, he has grown about 5 or 6 inches and gained 30 pounds of pretty good muscle.
He's got to be running about 6'2", maybe 6'3".
He'll be wrestling a Williamstown wrestler. Watson coming off a tremendous football season as a sophomore. Quick takedown for Lane. 2 points for Roane County. Helping Swolby out here. Hey, Swolby, we're charcoal. It's cool. It's us.
It's out there for the world to see, sorry.
Yep. As aggressive as Luke Watson, the older brother, wrestles, Lane is kind of just a grinded out, nasty kind of he really fights hard when he's on the mat. He works quickly. He's very quick with transitions and moves.
Like I said, a guy usually that has grown that much in such a short amount of time, lots of times has just issues of controlling that kind of. Not with Lane. I mean, this guy has such great body control.
Got a pin opportunity right here. Got both hands on the mat, and now he'll use the leg to cinch it down.
He lost control of that. Lost control of that arm underneath.
He'll release. 3 back points and a quick takedown again. That makes it 7-1 quickly in favor of Watson. So he got the takedown, the 3 back points. decided to let his opponent up and immediately took him back down.
Yeah, he's just relentless.
15 seconds left in period number 1. High scoring for Roane County's 175, Lane Watson. Looking for some more back points.
Now look at the way he's got that right leg tucked up underneath.
Just leverage.
Just leverage and controlling the body.
Give him 3 more at the end of the period for the 5 counts, and Watson up 10-1 after 1 period. I can't be sure, but I think Lane actually cut the hair a little bit. Yeah, he usually has a long, curly perm. I think he's cut a little off of it, Matt.
Just enough so it doesn't hang over his eyes so he can see what the heck he's doing out here. I don't understand that.
Kids these days.
Yeah, these kids.
Watson choosing bottom position, wanting to grab another point. He's worked himself to his feet again. Spinning, brought back to the mat. That's what I like about Lane. He moves so much, and hit that continuous motion got him the reversal. Give 2 to Lane, and he is very close to a possible tech fall as well. 12-1. Watson looking for back points again. And he's going to get 3 more. You watch the legs. He just works those legs and uses that leverage. Looking to go chest to chest here.
They're just not allowing this Williamstown guy to get anything going. He's got body control. He's got leg control.
Now he's going to lift on the back of the head, and it's about it.
He's just got control over this one.
Now he's going to let it go here, and he is 1 point away from a tech fall. Got that chicken wing in. 45 seconds left, period 2. And Watson going to release, and that will give a point to the Williamstown wrestler. 15-2, a takedown away from a tech fall for Watson. Half shot. Gets back up. Now Watson. A little cowboy action. That would make Brad Hickman very, very proud, and he'll keep top position. He'll keep that for the pin. Great job by Lane Watson. Roane County, obviously, again, with the first couple of wrestlers. In fact, the first 5 weight classes, the first 6, the first 7, the first 8 weight classes were not even Grafton wrestlers, so makes it a lot easier for Roane County to win the team match. And once again, we will not see a Grafton wrestler, someone from Calhoun County coming in, from Ravenswood to face off against Grayson Steele. So let's talk about this, Matt. Grayson Steele and Lane Watson last year both battled for the 145 position. Both of them started at different points last year at 145 pounds. Right now, Watson just wrestling at 175. Grayson Steele wrestling this year 45 pounds higher at 190.
Yeah, and he's not even close to 190. The last time I talked to Gray, he was about 182, 183 and wrestling up. But, yeah, talk about guys that have really changed their body over from their previous year. Well, last year at regionals, Grayson was a near qualifier himself at the 180, but he was wrestling at like 168 or something like that. I mean, he got a massive weight difference and still nearly qualified for states.
Grayson, a very technical wrestler. Again, the son of a former Roane County great wrestler in William Steele. Steele, who wrestled for Garry Bender. Again, this is the Garry Bender Invitational. Coach Bender is here. I tell you what, what's one of those guys that loves wrestling, period. Even when he decided to retire from coaching, you see him everywhere at wrestling tournaments.
You see him at tournaments, and we saw him a lot over the summer helping out with the Alpha Wrestling that Quentin Keaton helped to get jump-started. That was just one of the coolest things I've ever seen is Garry Bender back out there coaching the little guys and just having an absolute blast with it. Not
only Coach Bender, but Coach Terry Kendall was be involved in that a little bit. Coach Mike Stump from over at Calhoun County coming over to help a little bit. We're talking about National Wrestling Hall of Fame coaches coming over there to Alpha.
Yeah, who would have thought, you know? we'd have something like that here in Spencer, but it's really been a great program, and it's helped a lot of these guys out from the youth league all the way up into the high school.
Steele earns the first takedown here with short time, 10 seconds left. And he's going to be called for the stall warning for running his opponent out of the circle. He's trying to keep from giving the escape point. Swobie's already on it. He's already got 2-0. I didn't have to tell him it was a takedown. This dude knows what he's doing here.
He's like me. He knows what a takedown is, but that's about it, you know.
Short time, Steele will ride out the first period with a 2-0 lead. We're at the Garry Invitational. It looks as if Braxton County and Lewis County has finished up over on mat number 1. We're in the first round of pool play, or pool action, I should say. Roane County and Grafton. There is not a lot of Grafton wrestlers, though. Just 3 Grafton wrestlers here. The 2 returning state qualifiers at 57 and 65, and then we'll see at 215 a Grafton wrestler. Roane County has filled every single weight class here except for 157. That's a good start. Steele with an opportunity to add another pin to the total, and Roane County continues to work.
And finished up here on mat 2 as well, Calhoun and, is that Polka?
I believe so.
So we're getting into the heavier weight classes here on mat 3. We got Hogan Greathouse coming up.
Young for Grafton, 215. And again, we've talked about some of these football players who have really worked hard in off seasons. I don't think I can think of anyone who has outworked Hogan Greathouse since he was an 8th grader. Coming in as a freshman, he's changed his body. He's finally got a little bit of height on him. You know, we were waiting for, he looks so much like his dad, Jared. We were waiting for the height to come. And he's done a great job of preparing himself.
Well, we always said as much of a baby face as what Hogan still has. He's got plenty of room to grow.
And Hogan was very active in the off season. Did a lot of wrestling in the summertime. And he's got an opportunity here. He's got 2. He's got the half already in. He sits heavy on the chest. All he's got to do is lift that head, and Hogan Greathouse, look at him, boys. First match of his varsity career as a freshman, and he will earn a big pin to begin.
Yeah, he was excited about that one. You could tell, loved the emotion. Saw him at the middle school. He won the CWVACs, but didn't actually get to run a match.
Yeah.
So that's what goes, you know, if you can fill weight classes, it really helps out the team overall.
And Roane County will earn the forfeit. You want to talk about a good mullet. Roane County's Freeland.
Freebird.
Yeah. Lane Freeland. Call him Freebird, and I tell you, it's perfect for that.
He has shot up a lot, too, over the last couple of years at middle school. You know, he was a little shorter, a little pudgier kind of guy. He is really starting to fill out. He hits the gym hard. Great to see him out here wrestling. That'll really translate over into football as well.
And the beautiful Tennessee waterfall to cap it off. Roane County victorious over Grafton in the first match. We are going to stay live here on YouTube, folks. There are matches going on over on mat number 4, and we are going to just let you guys watch that. And we will stay live as we go into pool play for round 2. Again, Roane County will not be wrestling in round 2. They will not wrestle until after the break, and it will be Roane County versus Lewis on mat number 1. In round 2, mat 1 will be Braxton versus Grafton. Mat 2 will be Polka versus Chapmanville. Mat 3 will be the Lewis County team versus one all-star team. Mat 4 will be Calhoun versus Williamstown. And, of course, after the break in round 3, Lewis and Roane on mat 1, Calhoun and Ravenswood on mat 2, Braxton versus one of the All-Stars on mat 3, and Polka versus Williamstown on mat 4. We invite you to stay with us throughout the morning. We'll stay live on YouTube. You can watch this match over on mat number 4, and we will be back.
I think it's one of our Roane County guys down there on mat 4.